Okay, bit of a covert mission while the boss is not here, so I can use her kitchen scales. Yeah, for information purposes, XT500, okay, new piston. Don't break this for God's sake. Circlips, gudgeon pin, and the new rings. Okay, over and above what we've got is the plastic bag, but look, let's call it. So okay, we're on 432 gram. Okay, so that's 432 grams swinging on that end of the conrod. If we have a look at the old piston, okay, there's one circlip still in it, gudgeon pin, last circlip, set of rings, 480 grams. So what we've got is, what is it, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, we've got like 48 grams. So what's that, 48 grams, is that something similar to that perhaps? 93 on that, 48 grams on there perhaps, no. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is just get something of a mass that's sort of 48. What we've got, and if we go back and just double check it, yeah, 432, as opposed to, got 432, okay, and 480. So yeah, what, 48 grams difference in mass, reciprocating mass. So, I mean, it's going to be easier on the conrod and big end bearings and everything else considered. You know, we're not swinging as much, stopping at the end of the stroke and then yanking it back down. We've got 48 grams less to account for. So there we go, just for information purposes, and I thought it'd be interesting just to see the Wosner piston, or however you pronounce it, Wosner, however you say it, to standard Yamaha. Anyway, next one we'll pick it up and do some clearance comparisons, get this put back in its box and back in the cupboard before anyone knows I was ever even here. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay, now we've fled the kitchen and away from my boss's kitchen scales that we've got away with. We are just going to do a very short bit on this, on the comparisons of clearances, piston bore clearance. So let's start, well, with my feeler gauges. I've got Yamaha spec says it's 0.055, okay, or essentially 2,000 old money. Okay, that's what, let me read it again. The piston bore clearance, a minimum clearance must be, that's its clearance it should run at. Okay, can we see that there? Second one up from the bottom, 0.05 to 0.55, or 2 to 2.2 thou. That's its in spec running clearance, okay? But its limit is 0.1, okay, 4 thou. Right. So we've got here, checking on what you're seeing, we've got here our 0.51 and our 4 thou, or 2 thou and 4 thou. Okay, so clearance has got to be, we need a clearance, see if I can do this here, the gauge is down the bore, thrust sides in the correct orientation there, and definitely got 2 thou clearance there, haven't we? If I just close that up, hang on a second, let me find that again. There he is. And there's the 4 thou. Okay. There's the 2, there's the 4. So, Yamaha piston again. Absolute wear limit. And with very little, I didn't have to touch it. The bore's round obviously and the blade is flat, so it's kind of that's creating the the resistance that we do have. Okay, so again, it just falls through. So let's take him out of the equation at the minute. I think it's fair to say he's on his limit. Okay, so running clearance, new wasn't a piston, so we're going to go, try and get it in there again so you can see. And he holds his own weight. Okay, you can get it through on that clearance. Okay, on the small one, and the absolute wear limit, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty definitive. I don't want to force that through there. Okay, so there's the differences in the two pistons to this bore. Okay, so it was just they're the two I was using, like I say, a 2000 and a 4000. He is worn out, and as I predicted, or as I thought, most of this wear of this bore, the situation we've got with this engine is most of the wear is this piston, not the bore. The bore does have some wear, around 1,500 we established before, so we're going to be back up to spec by fitting this new piston, and so yeah, a bit more work to do on the barrel, because it's in let me put that back over there now and get it back in its box while we're ready to fit. So yeah, the barrel wise, she's well scabby. A bit more to do on this barrel, so but let's prep it. We'll get it prepped, give it a little bit of a light hone, just a glaze bust really. You generally, if you can still see honing marks up the thrust side, then generally she's going to still be within spec that it was bored to. But you know, we've done the measuring now instead of guessing and surmising and look at it and scratching our head and what have you and thinking that looks alright. We've actually done the measuring, so there we go. I mean, 4,000, as I said, 2,000. There's absolutely, you know, there's nothing in that 2,000, is there? So so there we go, and they are the Blue Point blades, snap-on feeler gauges, so not for any other reason of bling other than the fact that, you know, they'll be pretty accurate. So yeah, okay, great stuff. We'll pick it up on the next one. We'll get the barrel sorted, and then we'll get the piston fitted, lower the barrel down, and obviously we've got our new nuts and stuff. We can get the barrel actually fastened to the crankcases, and we await the remedy to this spark plug issue that's creating a bit of a headache at the minute, this spark plug issue. So anyway, right, we'll pick it up in a bit. Cheers guys.